breath into that. Bunch of people who may or may not know each other, who may or may not do this kind of thing together. And yet here we are, finding a little harmony, a little rhythm, and coming together. Another breath into that.
Welcome to the 25th anniversary of the St. Louis Pagan Picnic. Come on in a little bit closer.
We just need enough room to move around the perimeter.
The drummers get to stay where they're at. Everybody else can come forward in the back.
And see each other. If you need to sit down at some point, it's not an invitation for everybody to sit, but if you need for your body to take a little rest, you can come right over here with the drummers and be right in the core of what we're doing, okay? Because I want you to feel like you have a welcome spot in the circle.
So here we are in the park, on the grass, amongst the trees, in the community, connected in a unique and beautiful way. So just notice where you are. What does your body feel like? What do your feet feel like when they touch the ground? What do you see as you gaze around this circle, gazing at the community that you are part of? And maybe it's the greater Pagan community, maybe it's the St. Louis Pagan Picnic community, maybe it's a community of all humanity. But we are all in this community together.
Oh, yes. Would you be so kind? And we're going to ask that you guys actually stay turned in during casting and calls today, okay? But you're going to have a part to do, so listen for that. All right, I'm going to say this once. Please join in when you're ready. I call to the ancient gods and goddesses. I call
to the ancient gods and goddesses.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses. Here may they manifest and bless their children. I call to the ancient gods and goddesses. Here may they manifest and bless their children.
I call the ancient gods and goddesses.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses. Here may they manifest and bless their children.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
I call to the ancient gods and goddesses.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
Here may they manifest and bless their children.
Circle of cats.
So mote it be. all over. It's all over.
And now we're going to invite you to help bring in the elements. Where's my
Wisdom that we have earned over the years.
Nope, we're not turning. Come on in, y'all.
Coming in, coming in.
So here's what's happening. They're going to stand and call across so we can all hear each other. So that's what's happening.
Wisdom that we have earned over the years. What wisdom have you earned over the years? I have earned patience. What wisdom have you earned over the years?
Compassion.
When to say when?
When to listen.
I'll just say no.
Let go of what does not serve.
Walk in balance with
Forgiveness is from within.
Forgive others.
love.
The ideas that shape the future. What inspires you?
Possibility.
The idea of a better world has inspired me.
Oh, yeah.
Our children.
Oh!
Grandchildren.
Possibility.
Hope.
Song and joyous singing.
Music. Life.
Perseverance furthers.
Acceptance.
Love.
Intelligent writing. Passionate speech.
Community.
Yes.
Next generation.
Here, we welcome you.
We welcome you.
Hail and welcome.
Passions of fire that brought you here today. What will have you manifest that brought you to this place?
Connection.
Perseverance.
Will to know thyself.
Community.
Power.
Diversidad.
Power.
Knowledge.
Fire, the will that will carry us into the future.
maybe I
What excites you? What brings the fire in your belly? What gives you the passion to move forward? Freedom.
Power.
Global acceptance of oneself.
Truth.
Peace.
Bringing forth what we need for the future.
Yes.
March for truth.
Hope.
Hope. Yes.
Passions of fire. We welcome you.
We welcome you.
Water. The compassion and gratitude. What have you loved with your whole heart? What has broken your heart and what has filled it?
Beyonce.
Relationships.
Life and death. Rebirth.
The gratitude, the love of community, the love of connection. Being supported.
Friendship.
Hard times.
Water. What love inspires you? What is it that moves your heart to action? What would you risk anything for?
We're all family.
Water, we welcome you.
Water, we welcome you.
The love that we manifest through our actions. What have you made? What have you built? What exists because you did it?
Community. An empire.
Chosen family.
After party fires.
Drum circle like this.
Earth, the future, and what needs to be done for it. What do you manifest this day? What energies do you bring forth?
Knowledge.
Understanding. Empathy.
Transparency.
Investing the things that we need.
Seeing the
Clean
best in each
energy.
other.
Seeing the best in ourselves.
Support.
Earth, we welcome you.
Earth, we welcome you.
Welcome.
Ho!
Spirit, that which is within us and around us, sacred spirit, I invite you all to connect with that spirit, the spirit of love, the spirit of community, the spirit that connects us with the divine as one and many. The divine as goddess and God and nature spirits and ancestors. The divine in many ways. We celebrate the spirit. We connect with the spirit. Sacred spirit within us. Sacred spirit within us. Sacred spirit within us. Sacred spirit around us. Sacred spirit within us. Sacred spirit around us. Sacred spirit within us. Sacred spirit around us. Love, so be it.
So be it.
Into the sacred circle, filled with the elements, filled with love and spirit, and the sacred. I ask us to take a moment and pause and remember those who are not here. So bring to mind, and maybe bring to voice, the name or the memory of anyone who is not here today that you know was part of creating the day that we are having right now.
Marty.
Kyle Frank.
Freda.
And also the names of those who are not here presently but may still be alive.
LB.
Definitely.
All the love people sent from Argentina, Brazil, Ecuador, Uruguay, Colombia, Comunidad Pagana Latinoamericana presente.
Oh, yes. Yes.
To all those who are in our heart but not with us in present, we say bless you and welcome into this circle.
Bless you and welcome into the circle.
Now I know there's some of y'all here in the circle who have either had a part in making this event happen either today or at some point over the years. And I'm not going to make you come all the way into the middle, but I'm going to ask you to hold your hand up a little tiny bit, just a little bit. Look around. Now y'all, you don't have to hold it up for super long, but I want to invite all of us, can we just take a breath and just a little tone and show some love for every single person over the last 25 years who's given their love and their time and their energy and their spirit. Give me a tone. Now, I'll bet all of you have had some part in making something in your life. Maybe it's a community, maybe it's a group, maybe it's an event. So I'm going to ask you to just take a moment and let that rise for you. Maybe you've been part of a tradition. Maybe you've been part of a group. Maybe you've been solitaire. Whatever that piece of you that is community, I'm going to ask you to just take a moment and hold that. What did you bring to this circle today? What are you the sum total of right now? Let's hear it.
Pagan.
Who is here today? Oh, what do you bring?
Sanctuary. No persecution.
Celebration.
For all those spoken and unspoken, welcome and thank you for being here today.
This morning,
so, there's the story of the pagan picnic, right? And I know some of you were maybe here at the very beginning. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is somebody had a picnic in their backyard. LB.
Wow.
And so I just want just hold on to that for a minute. Somebody had a picnic in their backyard, and now this is one of the larger gatherings of pagans in the country. 25 years later. You ever had something like that happen in your life? Like, you know, I just had this little idea, and suddenly, whoosh. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet, however. So what, I want you to hold on to that feeling for a moment. Maybe it's that thing that lights you up, and you don't even know why. Maybe it's that thing that you do, and you don't have anybody to play with, and you wish you did, but you keep doing it. Maybe it's that secret thing that you haven't even dared to whisper yet. But I'm going to ask you to take a moment and let that thing that lights you up, that thing that you bring, that only you bring, let that rise. Take a breath into your belly. Notice where it might live in you. Because I'll tell you something. If you don't bring it, nobody else will. So from that place that only you have to bring, from your own story of what might be just a little idea. All kinds of things happen from little ideas. A few people get together in a backyard, then a few more people, then there's some workshops and some rituals, and then suddenly you find yourself a quarter century later. That's how it grows. And it's not just the story of this event, it's the story of any community, it's the story of any dream. So whatever your story and your dream is, I'm going to ask you to really take a moment, hold it close. And not so close that you can't share it.
So we talked this morning in an opening ritual about this staff, which is a staff of community. And it represents in a physical manifestation all of the paths and the dreams manifest to this point by all of us. And it applies to the pagan community for Pagan Picnic. It applies to the pagan community in general. And it applies to the community of all humans. That everything that we are here today standing in this sacred space comes from the path that we've taken to this time, to this present moment. And we impress those intentions into the staff so that it represents the community and the foundation and the past leading to the present, to this moment today. That is what this symbol is.
So this basket started here last year. And we asked people to write their prayers and their blessings on it. And it has moved from group to group, and I guarantee you some of those groups are not necessarily groups that move together. And it has even moved through groups in Florida. It has been to Pagan spirit gatherings. It's been touched and blessed by all kinds of people with their own prayers for the community. This is no small symbol, my friends. We called it the Cauldron of Community. I want to ask you to take a moment. You may have something already on here. If you don't, here is your opportunity to take a breath and send a prayer and a wish to it.
The present, the past.
And we're in the present. So what are we going to do? We're going to take everything that we have been.
The foundation.
That's everything.
Every path.
That's your life.
Every act that all of us have taken. The foundation. Right here in this path. It's the part that makes you as powerful as you are today.
Single.
It's made every group that you are part of. Awesome.
And we got the hopes. So now how's this going to work? Do you remember that chant that we were just singing? So, we're going to mix this energy up until we feel like it's stirred. And then we're going to raise it up. And here's the vision. We embody our vision for the future. We will only have this opportunity once in all of time. So I invite you to come in a little closer. Everybody, take a breath. History, mystery, legacy, destiny. We are the gift, and we pass it on.
History, legacy, destiny. We are the gift, and we pass it on. History, legacy, destiny. We are the gift, and we pass it on. History, legacy, destiny. We are the gift, and we pass it on.
on. I invite you to breathe it in. And I invite you to take a breath for the dreams around you, the mystery, the destiny, and the gifts. No dream exists in a vacuum. They all touch and they intertwine. And we dance together whether we want to or not sometimes. And we make amazing, beautiful things.
That we have called here today. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks for this wonderful land that is the Pagan picnic home. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give part of it in the past, and a part of it in the present. And hopefully they'll step up to the plate to be part of those who will keep it going into the future. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks. Look around. For each other, for the greatest circle of nature between Christ and Pagans worldwide. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks. Somebody please.
Somebody pay.
Somebody be!